Hello, and welcome back to Productive Dragons channel, where we do unboxes, playing with me's, and other things. And if you like that, please consider subscribing. Today, I'll be talking about what I want to read in October, as well as the 3 readathons that I've signed up for, and maybe another readathon, but it's a 3-monther. So, if you're curious, why don't you come join me? Alright, so this stack, which, let's see if I can put it this way. We have this and this. All that I want to read in the month of October. That's not all of it, but majority of it. The readathons I've joined is Spooktober, which I'll start off with that one first. I've joined, now this is done by Reading with Rylan and Readers C. I joined Team Zombie. So I've already done my poll, and the poll pick was Sadie by Courtney Sumners. That is the one book that I've got. The next book is The Final Girl Trope, which I'm using the Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. Dystopian, I'm using Black Tide by Casey Jones. So I got this in a Nightworms box. We have published before 2010. I decided I would use The Exorcist by William Peter Blately. You'll figure out reason why later. Next, I'm using a haunted house trope, which I'm using Peter Subb's Lost Boy, Lost Girl. And for multiple personalities, I used How to Be Eaten by Maria Alderman. And the book, team book of this one for the zombies, which is the team I joined, was Mexican Gothic by Silvia Morena Garcia. That is the book that I'll be using for that one. I have not read it, so that was the one. The other one was Kill Creek. I decided this one because this one I actually can't get in the library. So out of this, so far I've only read this book. So far so good. So one stack down. The next one is the Camp Crystal Lake, which is Barb's Bookland. She's actually the one who started it. Bookish Shell, Bond Book Reviews, Pages with Paige, and Rebecca, who has no channel. I joined the Crystal Lake one, Camp Crystal Lake. That is mine because I am a fan of Jason, so of course had to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what our team book is, which is The Exorcist. So I've started it, haven't finished it yet, but I've got it. It was very hard to find, but at least my library had it and I could do it ebook wise. So that is our team book. Our team movie is Friday the 13th, the original. So here we go. When it comes to slashers, I'm going to read The Night of the Mannequins by Stephen Graham Jones. Again, outdoor, the book set Outdoors, Black Tide by Casey Jones. For YA, I'm using Wilder Girls by Rory Power. For the Final Girl, featuring a Final Girl, we are going back to the Final Girl Support Group by Grady Hendrix. And a book with a monster on the cover, How to Be Eaten. So far, so good. So far, I've only read this one for that. So, next, I did Gothtober, which I think this is their 3rd year doing this. The person that are doing this is Hannah by Olivia's Castrocracy. No, sorry. I'm sorry. Hannah and Tesh. Ladle M and Little Fluff. I'm probably butchering this, and I'm very sorry. You had to go through this game, and I went through the game, and these are the prompts that I got. Read a Gothic mood read, which I am going to use Mexican Gothic for that one. Next was to read a book with a blue cover. I read Ghost Eaters by Clay McLeod Chapman. This was wild. The other book is a dark academia, so I'm using Catherine House for that book. The next book is a book with an unlikely hero, which I decided that I was going to go for The Devil's Only Friend by Dan Wells. This is the 4th book in the John Cleaver series. And I've already talked about the first 3 books in my reading wrap-up, so it makes sense. Next, we have a graphic novel or illustration. I'm actually going to do Farmhand. This is volume 1. I got volume 2, and there's a volume 3, so I think I'll read both of these, so see how well that goes. Next was to read a book by a Black author, and I've already read this. This is The Ballad of Black Tom by Victor LaBelle. It was a good book, so that was good. Again, I'm using for LGBTQ. It's going to be The Wilder Girls for that prompt. For a book with disability rep, I read Daphne by Josh Malerman. This was also a good book. The character Kit has anxiety, which I understand very well since I also suffer from anxiety. So this was a good book. I have read that. Then I read a thriller, and I decided A Certain Age of Killers of a Certain Age by Dina Rainboard. My understanding, this is really good. I haven't read it yet. This was the book I got last month in my Book of the Month Club. And for a book with a plot twist, Behind Her Eyes by Sarah Pinborg. I think I'm mispronouncing it. I'm very sorry. That was kind of interesting. I was like, okay, this is going to be really cool. So, yeah, this was interesting. So I've got this one down. I found a bingo board just by going through some booktubers, and by Chapter and Converse, she did a introvert bingo. It is supposed to be 3 months long, so that's nice. And I thought, why not try this? So here's her board. I've already filled one of them with the dark and messed up prompt, which is in the corner there. And I did the Ghost Eaters was definitely dark and messed up, in my opinion. So you have 3 months to do this, and it's October, November, and December. So that is some things, and so that was interesting. I've got a few more books. I keep saying this one, which is The Clown in the Cornfield. I want to read this one out, see how well I like it. My Best Friend's Exorcism by Grady Hendrix. I've already liked one of Grady Hendrix' books, and I can't wait, so I was like, why not grab 2 books? Then there is the book club for my library, which I'm going to hide a little bit, and it is The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. I'll be reading this one. They have a reading club at my library, and this has happened to be the book that they're doing, so I can't wait to try that out. And then I got a book in the month of October from I happened to write in and request that an author could send me a book, and this is the book that got sent to me by Riley Gibson, The Flowers of Lamura. And I can't wait to try this one out. I want to read it so I can give my point of view of it. I've already posted it on my Instagram. So yeah, that's a few of the books. There'll probably be more because I've actually gone nuts with reading. Last month I did 27 books total. I'm hoping to do a little bit more. I'm enjoying some of the books that I've got. I can't wait to get into some more books. So it's going to be interesting seeing how far I get. Like I said, the 3 books I've already read, I've given all of them 4 stars. They were all good in my opinion. I don't think I want to go into more detail than that, I am trying to read more of my nightworms that come in and the horrors, and this is the good time to do it. So if you have any questions or suggestions to me on what else I could read, let me know in the comments below. I can't wait. I'm going to try and fill since it's 3 months, I can do a whole board, I would think. And with 5 prompts, so that's 25 prompts. Yeah, I can do that in the next 3 months. So I'm hoping to fill the board and have it all done by December. We'll see how well I go. I will keep you up to date, and I will leave the links for all the readathons that I'm doing so you can get involved if you feel like. So if you have any suggestions or things that you think might work with anything, let me know in the comments below. And until next time, I hope everybody is having a wonderful day.